I had this friend. She was my best friend in college, and we ended up living together later for a few years in college, like in the same apartment. And she was my best friend after college. We lived together, stayed best friends. And then I moved. I lived in Bogota, Colombia, and London, England for a little bit, and came back. And like, she was a flight attendant. So she was like in the city that I came back to, that we all went to college in, but also like traveling around a bit. Let's call her Mary. So me and Mary are friends forever. And we have two other girls who we've been friends with. One who we also met on like the same dorm freshman floor, who lived with us. Let's call her Rebecca. And the third friend, let's call her Mary, Rebecca, and Jessica. Mary and Jessica ended up living together after college, and they were like really good friends, and we were all really good friends. We're all like a group of best friends. Mary was really sheltered when she came to college. Like, she was like her first time drinking basically in college, like one of those, and then had like big moments of like jumping out and experimenting. And this was with men, this was with drugs, to the point where even at moments I was like, girl, are you good? So that was Mary's experience. Rebecca was really chill. She worked a lot and she went to school, and she always kind of had like long distance boyfriends. So sometimes she would come out and wild with us, but she was definitely the most chill of the friend group. And then Jessica, the third one, she was probably the most wild of the friend group. Like, loved to go to raves, like get in hers. Love that for her. She was like, she is so much fun. I'm still besties with her to this day. So whatever. That's like the college setup. We all leave college. Wow, you guys are getting like the longest version of this story. Mary and Jessica live together. Rebecca moves back to her hometown. I'm like traveling. I come back and Mary's around, and Jessica's still living in the city that I came back to, and we're like all besties. And then Mary met this guy. Let's call him Jake. Mary meets Jake, and she actually knew him in college, and she had like a huge crush on him forever, and she would like always talk to me about him in college. But he had like a girlfriend, I don't know, they like meet somehow, or I feel like Facebook had something to do with it back in the day. This is an old story. I graduated from college a while ago, and they start dating. And he is super Christian. So Mary is like talking to him a lot about like all the guys she slept with in college and things like that. And he's really questioning her about like, why were you doing these drugs? Why were you sleeping with these people? Which is like, first of all, don't even ask who the person you're romantically interested in slept with, and vice versa. And she was like, it was all my friend's fault. Mary's like, it was CC and Jessica peer pressured me. And so I was like, bitch, what are you talking about? You like slept with more dudes than me. How are you blaming this on me? She like told him, and then was like, hey, Jessica, CC, I can't be friends with you anymore because like he doesn't want me to be friends with you.